Hey guys, Geoff Nemnich here with The Last Stand. We're out here in Wyoming right now, freezing our butts off. It's cold, it's snowy. But before we pack up and head back to the truck from this stand, I want to take a minute to talk a little bit about a few features on a couple of the Lucky Duck calls, especially the Revolt and the Super Revolt. And what I want to talk about is the ability to spin those calls. On the side of this Lucky Duck Super Revolt remote, you have a rotate right, rotate left, and then a scan button. And what that does is that gives you the ability to spin the call. Now, when you're talking e-call and sound and how the speaker works, you really got to think of it in the shape of a diamond. These horn speakers that come in these calls, they cast sound kind of out to a point. So wherever the speaker's pointing, that's as far as the sound's going to go. Yes, the sound does travel off to the sides a little bit, but not near as far. So, you know, picture it more like a diamond shape per se, you know, of that sound cone that's coming out of the call. So the great thing about being able to spin the call is you're able to cast sound across the entire area you're hoping that coyotes are going to come from. And a lot of times when we set up, especially when we're out here in this big open country like here in Wyoming, you know, we have 180 degrees of area out here where we're hoping that, you know, if there's a coyote in there, they're going to come. But if I'm stuck pointing that call in one slice of that pie per se in that 180, you're really limiting yourself. So utilize that function, spin that call left, right, back and forth throughout that, you know, 8, 10, 12, 15 minute stand, and it's going to scan, it's going to send that sound to every square inch of that 180 degree, you know, radius that you have out there where you're hoping coyotes are going to come from. And it's just not, you know, Western hunting, you know, big open stands. I think a lot of times if you're a Midwestern or an Eastern guy, I think spinning that sound is still going to do the same thing. It's going to cast that sound deeper into areas where there could be coyotes, but it also, I think, gives an illusion too of movement, you know, because once the call's pointed that way, the sound's louder, but once you spin it back over here, obviously if the coyote was over there, that sound changes volume a little bit, and I think that adds potentially to some realism and things like that. So don't be afraid to use that scan thing. I use it all the time. Probably the biggest feature and function of the Super Revolt or the Revolt that I use. So give it a shot, and pretty much guarantee you'll kill more coyotes.